ago.
In a Muay Thai ring or on the street, Joe?
No. That was a good one. So tune in for Jimmy's Wisecracks.
Just crystal ball and my wisecracks. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited always to see when someone so young is about to step in the ring, kind of show what they know about the sport already at such a young age. I mean, when we talk about Tanthep, he's from Ubon Ratchathani, as we've said already. The northeast of Thailand is very well known for its Muay Thai. He's had over 60 bouts already in Muay Thai, and he's coming off a very notable victory, such as a knockout against Klang Rong at its AIS Force Army fighting participation. And it sounds like the crowd are going wild. They're excited for this next fight, and I hope you are, with SuperBright taking on Tanthep very soon. We're about to get into round number 1 of the second fight, scheduled for 5 rounds in total, and that is the sound of the bell. We are underway with round number 1. Okay, in the red corner, we have SuperBright takes on Tanthep in the blue corner. Both fighters now in the center of the ring, and a teep attempted by SuperBright on top of the thigh of Tanthep.
Both fighters standing 50-50 today, both orthodox fighters, so it should be a fairly even fight here. You know, normally when we talk about the 50-50 stance, it means they're standing equally. So often in Muay Thai, when it's not a 50-50 stance, it'll be a orthodox fighter taking on a southpaw. So the whole strategy changes. But in this one,
we've got two people who love to kick, as you already mentioned, Joe, and they're demonstrating it. Usually in the first round, they take a little bit of time off with the power, but I think already that these two young guns want to show right now that they've got power in those kicks.
Well, SuperBright's going for the puncture the tire strategy, take out the front leg, and that'll take out any movement forward from Tanthep.
And he throws it so beautifully and just in such fluidity, where he just throws the left and the right kick almost at the same time, almost very similar to throwing a 1-2 with the punches. He throws it with his kicks, and he's constantly hitting the top of the knee of Tanthep, and eventually that's going to stop Tanthep's movement, but also going to make him think twice about blocking those leg kicks as well. He's going to have to start checking some of these very soon, because SuperBright is going for it.
And he's also throwing that teep out like a jab straight to the belly button. And if you've ever been on the receiving end of those pokey teeps, oh, they hurt and they're annoying, and they can disrupt your gas tank as well. So very good strategy being employed here by SuperBright.
Yeah, he's using that lead leg as almost like a spear, and he used it then to set up. He missed with the teep, but he also used it as a sidestep to set up a right kick. A very nice move by SuperBright. Somewhat of a veteran move, considering this man has had nearly 100 fights as it is. Well, he should have all these moves up his sleeve.
His experience is definitely shining through here. The strategy being employed here.
And a beautiful side kick, as you said that, Joe, landed with a right kick on top of the thigh. Wow.
Very explosive. Poke the tape out, explode into the leg kick. Beautiful stuff here by SuperBright so far.
Using the Spartan style, as we like to call it, just constantly using that spear to stick it out, not allowing his opponent to really get close, because as soon as Tanthep tries to step forward, he's eating a teep to the thigh, and that is just really going to hurt.
And try to puncture the tire and take out the gas tank. Pretty good strategy in that first round. So here we are for round 2. SuperBright in the red shorts, Tanthep in the blue. Starting out the action very fast already. Big jab there by SuperBright, rocking the head back from Tanthep.
Yeah, very nicely done by SuperBright. He landed that lead left hook, which naturally moves Tanthep into the right kick of SuperBright as well. SuperBright pulling out all of these high ring IQ moves. For a young man, he is demonstrating veteran moves. A very nice start to the round as Tanthep is marching forward and lands a big right hand upstairs as both fighters get into the clinch. But again, SuperBright creates a bridge and doesn't allow much movement from Tanthep.
Maybe he's going for a repeat of the last fight, trying to get the job done early there. Tanthep picking up the pace now back in center ring. They are teeping that little leg. Beautiful left kick following up with the right, and following up the right hand straight down the line.
And he gave him the free piece with the soda. It was upstairs, downstairs, and finishes again with a kick. And he teeps Tanthep as Tanthep goes marching back as well. SuperBright demonstrating what an absolute kicking phenom he absolutely is. The way he just lands that low kick as well. That lead leg of Tanthep has got to be hurting right now as he misses with the right hand upstairs. And Tanthep now marching forward with his head down. He's got to be very careful he doesn't eat a knee or an uppercut.
Beautiful stabbing knee there by SuperBright. Breaking off.
Tanthep now got SuperBright against the ropes. Let's see what he does with it. And a nice switch kick again by SuperBright.
I think that's where SuperBright wants to be, Jimmy. He wants to be on the back foot and just draw Tanthep into those aggressive kicks. I mean, he's done a lot of damage to that lead leg. Following up with the left, doubling it up there.
And he fires an elbow through the guard. And again, SuperBright, like you said, just very comfortable on that back foot. And he wants Tanthep to be drawn in. But I think Tanthep realizes he's got to start doing something. He's got to gain some respect from his opponent. Because right now, SuperBright is having a field day with these kicks, these teeps, and these punches upstairs and downstairs.
He's just eating so much damage at this point, Jimmy.
Absolutely.
Those arms are going to be sore too, you know, kicking right up.
A big right hand as we said it. And an elbow inside the guard. Tanthep comes out of nowhere, but eats one from SuperBright as well.
It's the old slice and dice, Jimmy.
What a fantastic end to this round so far. Beautifully done by both of these fighters. Knows how to take damage and survive. Anyways, that is the start of the round. We have got SuperBright in the red taking on Tanthep in the blue. Third round, we're already halfway through this fight as both fighters now a little bit more aggressive, and Tanthep is marching forward, trying to close the distance, but he eats a big kick to the body by SuperBright.
That's his strategy now, is sit on the back foot and draw him in for those left kicks, tripling it up. Beautiful stuff there by SuperBright. Tanthep on the forward march. He's going to be looking to take the head off of SuperBright, if my crystal ball is telling me anything.
A nice right hand to the body. The thing about Tanthep is he's not afraid to throw that right hand, and he's landed beautifully. I'd like to see him set it up with more as both fighters are now in the clinch.
Good stall there by Tanthep, putting the hip over on the forward march.
Some whipping action from SuperBright. He teeps, but he realizes Tanthep is no longer fearful. He is just going to keep marching forward and try and do something here, because I think SuperBright is winning this fight so far.
He's going for the old Unawat, trying to take the head off of SuperBright there. He's got no fear, this man in the blue shorts.
He's a young man as well. He's got nothing to fear. Tanthep, he is determined to knock the block off SuperBright as he goes to the body and snatches the air away from SuperBright. Is it enough though? Because SuperBright, like we said, seems to get a second wind when he gets hit hard. Can Tanthep do something here? Tanthep is coming off a knockout victory. We know he's got power in his hands. Can SuperBright read this and stay on that back foot and keep those teeps as he does to the face of Tanthep?
Very reminiscent of Unawat Kiao Samrit there, trying to take the head off. And the audience going absolutely ballistic here at Omnoi Stadium. Every Saturday, watch us 2:30 p.m. Thai time. Tanthep going again, straight to the body. Again! Beautiful stabbing knee there by SuperBright on the back foot. Tanthep looking to take the head off even more. Beautiful left kick, but swing and a miss there by SuperBright.
Beautiful right hand landed as well.
Here we are now in the clinch. Headlock, turn. Beautiful stuff there by Tanthep and SuperBright as our referee tries to bring them back into the center. Tanthep continuing that forward march.
I think that's what he has to do. I think that's the only way you can beat SuperBright right now. When someone is a very skillful, slick boxer, the way you beat a skillful, slick boxer is by smothering them as much as you possibly can.
And I'm expecting that to happen over this round, Jimmy.
That's all you can do in these situations. You've got to accept you're getting outfought, but outfought spelled TH, by the way. And you've just got to go for it and see what you can do as both fighters start scrambling, and Tanthep almost lands on top of SuperBright, but this is exactly what Tanthep needs to do now. He needs to be aggressive. He needs to get stuck in as he lands a nice teep. 4th round, SuperBright in the red, Tanthep in the blue. We are already going.
Kick for kick, punch for punch, knee for knee at this point. Beautiful, a swing to turn the leg over, follow up with a big punch there from SuperBright, and falling on top, taking the back of Tanthep there. Now that is a secondary criteria for the scoring. Doesn't really score there, but it shows good dominance there by Tanthep.
And both fighters in the clinch landing knees after one another. Tanthep doing a very good job to land knees, but SuperBright gets that knee guard up and prevents any more damage. Again, Tanthep just marching forward, just throwing kick after kick. He jumps with an elbow which misses the target, and SuperBright ties him up like an anaconda and doesn't allow any movement in that clinch. A beautiful elbow over the guard onto Tanthep, but Tanthep is still marching forward.
Just look at the conditioning on both these athletes, Jimmy.
Just taking elbow, absolutely. They have just taken punch and knees and kicks, and they're still going, Joe.
As our referee brings them back into the center, Tanthep walking forward, just ferociously, not scared to stand and bang there with SuperBright. SuperBright still employing that back foot strategy.
And both fighters again in the clinch, and like you said, Tanthep not taking a back foot. SuperBright realizes he doesn't need to. Tanthep doing anything he can. Switch stance and a right hand upstairs.
Definitely all gas, no brakes there from Tanthep. So about 50 seconds to go in this 4th round.
He whips that kick and a right hand upstairs, followed by a knee, as both fighters again engage into the clinch. And I think Tanthep realizes he's got to just keep marching forward now. But SuperBright now stalking Tanthep. It has been a tick-for-tack fight and a nice teep.
Beautifully timed teep there for Tanthep. That's what he needs. He needs that.
Remember, timing beats speed and power. Timing is the most important thing in boxing. And now it looks like SuperBright is now on the hunt, stalking his opponent, herding him into the corner. A beautiful 4th round. We're going into the 5th, Joe. He's getting ready to touch gloves and go again. Let us know in the comments section, who do you think's going to win this one? We're enjoying it so far. Round 5 underway, 5th and final round. And the slick, spiky hair of Tanthep as both fighters get involved in a clinch. Very similar to the start of the 4th round as Tanthep takes the back of SuperBright.
He's going for that Dragon Ball Z look there, looking a bit like Vegeta. Will he go Super Saiyan in this 5th and final round?
I would love to see it. Maybe it gives him some energy. 5th final round and a nice teep landed by Tanthep.
And it looks like Tanthep's going to be protecting his points in this round. I think he thinks he's got it in the bag.
That's always the beauty of boxing, when both fighters are not sure who's winning. And that's what makes it so exciting. Both fighters now have to go for it and try and dominate this 5th round. And a beautiful knee by Tanthep as SuperBright marches forward, but both fighters, it's the 5th round. They've gone to war, but they're not breathing that heavily. That is the conditioning.
Sneaky look up at the clock there from Tanthep, trying to protect his points. Whoa, chopping elbow. Nice turn to the ground there. Dumping SuperBright to the canvas. Beautiful work there by Tanthep.
And like you said, SuperBright is now marching forward, and Tanthep trying to protect himself in this round as he misses with an elbow and a right kick by Tanthep, as Tanthep puts his head down and goes for an overhand right, just missing the target. But again, SuperBright now marching forward, going to maybe set up those kicks and elbows that he loves to throw.
There he is. Oh, a little teep to the groin. Now, for those who don't know, teeping to the groin is not a foul in Muay Thai. Groin strikes are not a foul, unless it is a knee, because technically you can't defend a knee. So, yeah.
Next time you're practicing Muay Thai with your friends, just go for it. See what they do and tell them that's in the rules, buddy. As we see, SuperBright still marching forward, and now he's got Tanthep in the corner, but is it enough? He's got him in a headlock. We're not long to go in this 5th and final round, Joe.
Back in center ring here. And it looks like Tanthep is going to be sitting on the back foot, protecting his points.
A
Beautiful jab. Wow, we're both in sync as well.
Finishing each other's
Sentences. For those who are watching at home, and make sure you put some comments there on the YouTube stream or the Facebook.
SuperBright now just determined, and some beautiful fins by Tanthep. Tanthep now doing a very good job of feinting, and he eats a head kick at the end. Both fighters now embracing each other. Beautiful fight.
What a fight, what a fight, Jimmy. So I didn't mean to interrupt you there, but
excitement.
What a great fight.
Absolutely. I loved it. I mean, we started off with SuperBright looking like he's going to take it, and then just towards the end, we saw that Tanthep was just turning it up, doing something different. I'm excited to see, and we're going to see who's won this one now. And it looks like the blue corner.
And that is Tanthep, your winner for the second bout of the day. So the tail of that fight was SuperBright in the first 2 rounds, sitting on the back foot, trying to take out the lead leg of Tanthep. Round 3, round 4, Tanthep